Hey guys, today is a viewer requested tutorial requested by Emmanuel Crespo. We're going to be learning how to do the transition where something passes in front of the screen and something else is on the other side of the thing that crosses your view. A lot of the times people do this with like a tree or a fence or something like that. Just crosses and then behind it is a new thing. Always remember that if you guys want to see a specific tutorial, make sure you ask in the comments down below. There's a pretty good chance that I'll make what you're looking for. Without any further ado, let's get started teaching you guys how to transition by wiping with an object. Okay guys, so here we are inside of Davinci Resolve. We've got the footage we're going to be working with. So it's this clip that you just watched of my wall right here with the shadow on it. And we're going to be transitioning for no real reason to this drone shot that I got in Florida a while back. So since I have this cut down, that comes onto the screen almost right away. So this is going to look a tiny bit different than your transition because you're going to have more on the front before you transition if you're transitioning from another clip. So we're going to go ahead and grab our top clip here, which is going to be our first clip. Your first clip has to be on top. So we're going to go into Fusion. And we're going to do this whole entire effect with one mask. What kind of mask depends on the actual subject or the object that you're using to transition. So if you were using my hand and it was like this, you'd have to use a shape like this as your mask. But since I'm using just that shadow, it's just going to be a rectangle. So if you have to draw your own shape, I would recommend using the polygon mask and then just clicking on all the points that need it, and you can curve those lines, you can do whatever you need to do with those lines, close that mask up, and then you're good to go. But for this, since I'm just using a shadow, I'm going to be using a rectangle mask. We're going to make sure this covers the entirety here of our frame so that we don't lose it partway through. We're going to find the spot where, before we do that, make sure your mask is inverted. That's how you have to do it for this. And then you're going to want to put the keyframe marker down for your angle and a keyframe marker for your center as well. We're going to find right where the shadow ends there, and we're going to drag our mask right to it. And we will skip forward a frame, drag our mask to it, and since we started keyframing our center, it's going to keyframe this movement. So I'm going to fast forward through me just hitting the right arrow key and then dragging my mask and then, repeat that about 100 times. And I'll see you guys right back right here for the next step. Okay, so our line has gone completely across our screen. Now we have our rectangle mask ready to go. We just need to pop that onto our media in. And then we're going to pop into the settings tab over on the right here, and then we're going to check that motion blur is on, and you want to set that quality to be really high. Probably 10 is good. It might be overkill. If your machine's having trouble running 10, see how high you can get it to go and have it still flow smoothly. But that is going to help this transition look much, much better. We'll go ahead and hit play here, and you'll see that as our line moves, so does our mask, effectively wiping to our second clip. Easy as that. That's all there is to it. It's a pretty quick thing to do if you're using straight lines. It takes a little tiny bit more time if you're using more complex shapes, but nothing too crazy. So go out there, use this knowledge, edit something. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.